Hello and welcome to another entry in this video series. We're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Game Jam of 2025. And this time we will have a look into Derelict by apoly and NikaKh. We will have a look into the full names in just a bit. A quick reminder before we look into the description here that there is a playlist linked down in the video description where you will find all the entries I've covered so far, and also in this playlist the first episode is the pilot episode, and that contains an explanation about what a dungeon crawler is, what a game jam is, and the specific rules for this game jam. And with that, let's have a look here into the description. This game was made in 9 days for Dungeoncrawler Jam 2025. You are a solo scavenger who just found an interesting derelict that looks like free for grabs. It looks like it's about to burn to crisps, but you never had it easy, and this run can bring you a fortune. Will you make it? Web version disclaimer: as usual, web version might not work properly. If you encounter any bugs, try using different browser or using native version. Controls: WSD numpad to move and strafe, Q and E is to turn, mouse to inspect items and interact with them. Incorporated themes are genre fusion, combat is survival genre, so we see this character here running around shooting stuff. Sinking ship, derelict ship you are boarding is about to be destroyed. Treasure hunting, there are things hidden all over the ship. Can you find them all? And additional restriction, chicken. You meet them pretty soon in the game. Okay, everything in this entry was created by us. That's always very nice to see, and yeah, a different perspective then. Libraries, Raylib and Flex. Programming music design by Alexander Polyakov, I think that's how you pronounce it, and art design by NikaKh Kordanor. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Alright, so Alexander and Nika. And with that, yeah, let's look into the game, and I will check how I can best record it. Because yes, in theory you can just play it in a browser, but you cannot set it to full screen. There's no button for full screen here. And if you download the game and start it, you can also not scale it. So I will probably scale it for you and find a way with OBS and stuff, but yeah, give me a second and then we'll jump into the game. And here we are in the game. So the game is running on 720p and I'm recording that on 1080p, and that's then automatically upscaled to 4K. But the 4K upscaling, I can't do much about that the way I'm recording that. But the 1080p upscaling from 720p, I am doing that with an area upscaler so that it keeps or retains a bit of that crispiness without getting washed out. It kind of depends on the game, and like I saw the screenshots about the 3D view, so we will see what it looks like. New game.
You have been scanning the system for days, chasing whispers of salvage. Then, finally, a fine distress signal. It's weak, almost gone. You throw everything into triangulating it just before it vanishes. The signature is strange. Alien, non-humanoid. If that's true, it could be the score of a lifetime. You burn hard towards the coordinates using the last of your high-density fuel. Days pass, tension builds. Then, contact. Orbiting against giant, you find it a derelict ship, bleeding heat and static. Non-humanoid, alone, vulnerable. Its orbit is decaying fast. You won't get a second chance. You latch onto the forward armored hull and force your way in. Inside, the silence is almost too perfect. No movement, no resistance. Easy looting? Maybe. But you've only got 45 minutes before this ship burns up in the atmosphere. Time to move.
Alright. Then, so we have 45 minutes. Interesting. And I hear a humming. I thought that was from the voice recording, but apparently it's not. The humming is still active. Maybe it's from the surroundings here. So I can already say that the perspective is pretty much perfect, as well as the movement feels really well. Just the 2 steps here. Okay, we are a bit on the, like, the camera is a bit down. You can see that the ceiling, so the floor, we can actually see the tile we are standing on, but the ceiling is so high up that we cannot see the ceiling part of the same tile, which is totally fine. I'm just saying how it is. So yes, we can see the walls left and right. We can see the tile we're standing on, and we also can see the next tile. And this is pretty much like in Legend of Grimrock here, or with a Lens of Lore. So yeah, and it's queuing up the movement. So if we move forward and turn right, it's actually doing the forward and then the right turn, and the speed is also great. So yeah, perfect. So okay. And I hope that the scaling, yeah, let me just quickly check how it's looking in 1080p, because that might be a bit, no, I think it's crispy enough. All right, so let me close the preview. Okay. And let me quickly move that aside. You see the portrait thingy, and I'm hoping that I'm not blocking anything else. Okay. Then let's explore. Mouse to inspect. A red keycard door. Yeah, also, I mean, they mentioned they did everything themselves, and it looks absolutely like solid, like perfectly. Oh, wall. You can't do anything with the wall. Yeah, nice pixel graphics. Oh, that one works. Also nice sounds. Window. Can't do anything with the window. I also don't have any option to, like, to shoot or so. There's a keycard. Reminds me a bit of a game, was a German public domain game, I think. It was called Mission Supernova.
Mission Supernova. Yeah.
Oh, what? I accidentally walked. Wall? Question mark. Okay, I accidentally bumped backwards into this wall, and we got a secret. Okay, and there was an indication for that secret with the window. Interesting. Okay. I guess we will get there now. You have found a strange device which instantly attached itself to your gun. We don't have a timer though. So, oh.
Chef, I have to use a transcoder and talk to you in a primitive way. Your private brain can't handle our advanced language. Here's the deal. The orbit's deteriorating, as you already know. I happen to know where you can score some fancy weapons, and trust me, you're gonna need them if you want to make it out of this ship alive. Follow my instructions and you might survive. There's no turning back. The only way out is through. Now go, I've unlocked this door for you.
Okay, so Chicken Alien will help us. Level completed. Treasures found 1 from out of 2.
You might be
What?
wondering why this ship is deorbiting. Well, here's the catch. We were attacked by interstellar great goo, nasty swarm of nanobots that turned flesh into more of themselves, suffocating nightmares. You will run into them in this section of the ship. Caught in it. No time to waste. Slap that weapon attachment you found onto your gear and make it count.
Alright. But now I'm interested to see what we missed. Let me quickly restart. Alright, restarted the game. Zoot. Zoot. We take this one, go there, take this. Ah, there's another wall. Okay, but there was no indication. Ah, there was an indication. There's no light. Okay. No, there's also no light, but there's nothing. Okay, so you, in theory, you would need to bump into all the walls. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Can we? What happens if I press load from a checkpoint? Not sure what these crystals are for, but okay.
You might be wondering why this ship is still in. Well, here's the catch. We were attacked by the Star Kraken, a nasty swarm of nanobots that turn flesh into more of themselves, suffocating nightmares. You will run into them in this section of the ship. Caught in it. No time to waste. Slap that weapon attachment you found onto your gear and make it count.
Alright. But I don't have any weapon yet. Or do I? You have been ambushed. Ah, okay. So, okay. Yeah. So you basically just move around and it's attacking automatically. But it doesn't feel like we're doing anything. Ah, okay, we killed one. I don't know what the aim is, like if we have to go somewhere or kill a certain amount of aliens or something. Dum 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 dum. Upgrades, plus 100% rate of fire. Well, I'm not sure where we got this upgrade from. Ah, okay, so we're getting XP from killing them. And that unlocks stuff. You have survived. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. You have found another strange device, which looks like some kind of sniper rifle attachment. So do we automatically attach that stuff then? Mouse to inspect items, interact with them. I don't see any other like instructions, and also we cannot click on this. This is where we are coming from. This is a door. We will go. Okay. A teleporter. Oh, there's another button, but we can't do anything with it. No, I went into the teleporter. Okay. It's a bit of a weird position. Now, is that the one we were coming from? Yeah. But it just ports us to the back to the same tile. So all it does is basically porting us there or there. There. If it's a puzzle, I don't quite understand the idea behind it. Now it turns to a different side. Okay. Why did it? Ah, so this... Okay, I thought it just didn't do anything. Okay, so this is turning this around and it ports us into a different direction. Alright. Ah, upgrades. Well, let's do more damage. 100% more sounds good. And it seems like we are keeping the stuff from the previous runs. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, oh, oh. Plus 100% rate of fire. Yeah. I think was the right decision. Bullet speed doesn't change anything, right? So let's take another rate of fire. I think that was the right decision. So usually I'm going for, with lots of things, is that enemies don't do damage. So if the enemies are already dead before they arrive, then you don't need HP. And you want to focus on that. But I'm not in, like, this type of genre I'm not familiar with. Like this, I think, Vampire Hunter. But that was just what I'm doing generally. So there was this a notification thing. Oh, ambush. Um, 100% damage. I'm not sure why I would choose bullet speed yet. Rate of fire. Because bullet speed wouldn't increase the damage. Okay, so there's another porter. But we need to... No.
I might have underestimated your abilities. Good for you. I've unlocked the airlock to the next section. Go on, don't slow down now.
We're still on the same level though. Oh, there is floor. Oh, level completed. Okay. Treasures found, 3 of... okay.
This section used to be an engineering bay. Now it's just boosted metal and wreckage. Heavily damaged. Charged particles from the reactor are still active here, so try not to fry that soft body of yours. I've heard you private Slav mazes, so hey, you might actually enjoy this part. You're getting close to me. Keep going and you'll be rewarded.
Twisted metal and wreckage, heavily damaged. Charged particles from the reactor are still active here, so try not to fry that soft body of yours. Okay, we'll try that. So I guess you shouldn't go into these thingies. Chair.
Access denied.
Okay. Oh, nice. There's a spinner. Okay, let's first... Yeah. Let's first explore this big room here. Yeah, that's just a secret thingy. Okay, so we have 2 corridors. Let's go there first. Isn't this like going back? Ah, there's the keycard. Okay, so we would have needed to go there anyways, I guess. Haven't seen any option for a secret yet. What is this? Just a wall? There's a crystal inside. And of course we can... This is for changing this, and we can probably fry ourselves with that. But we want to take this. Okay. This is where I'm coming from, so... But this was also just secret stuff, I guess. How does it help? This is where we were coming from. This one is... okay. I mean, we can bump into these walls, and of course the first one was actually one I could get into. I guess I am not allowed to jump in there, but I'm not sure. And I'm not going to try. Ouch! So that was the first hit. Oh, okay. Plus damage. Oh. Okay. Rate of fire. Okay.
Thanks for bringing those weapons. Now I'm complete. I can finally continue my quest and wipe out more of that great goo myself. You can keep whatever fancy crystals you've picked up. I've got no use for them. So long, mid-sack.
Okay.
You're caught off guard for a moment, but time is ticking. You quickly gather your possessions and head for the nearest airlock. A spacewalk would be too slow, so you take the risk, leap off the hull, and put your trust in those unreliable thrusters. As you pass the final section of the ship, your eyes lock onto your tiny vessel, still clamped to the hull. You guide your thrusters towards it, barely managing a controlled landing. You throw yourself into the cabin, fire up the engines, and disengage the maglock. As you pull away from the Derelict and begin the long battle against the gas giant's gravity, reality sets in. You're nearly out of high-density fuel. It will be months before you reach anywhere remotely safe. Still, it looks like it was worth it.
And, alright, you found 9 of 12 treasures. Alright, well, has to be enough. I'm not going to search for the other ones, but of course it's also a nice thing, nice incentive there. Alright, that has been Derelict. Yeah, it was a great entry, a very solid from start to finish, and especially impressive considering that everything was done by the 2 developers. So, as I mentioned, the perspective was perfect, the movement was perfect, well, of course, the voice acting is amateurish, right? But, I mean, that's fine. The graphics were fine, and also somewhat fit together, like it's all pixel art, a bit with a different resolution, though. So, the higher resolution comic pixel art looks kind of cheapisher than the lower resolution pixel art. Especially like the combat looks cheaper than the stuff when you're running around. But I was also looking fine. Well, there were a couple of sound effects that were fine. Music here and there was, for general walking around, there was no music, but that was also okay. So overall, and of course there was a phenomenal story, right? Was also well done. So yeah, very solid from start to finish. Very nice entry. Derelict by apoly and NikaKh, and let me get the full names again. That was programming music design by Alexander Polyakov and art design by NikaKh Kordanor. So, if you want to check out the game, you will find a link to that down in the video description to the HIO page. All the games are for free there. And, I mean, you can sometimes, I'm not sure how that is handled with HIO, sometimes you can also donate to the developers if you want to. But they're all for free. And, if you are interested in watching any other coverage of the Game Jam games, then you will find also a link to the playlist down there in the video description and the first episode. And that playlist is the pilot episode with explanations to the stuff I mentioned in the beginning. So, with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.